Some of you may have heard that name, Doomsday. This defense is playing so well that it's evoking the name of the most dominant defense in Dallas Cowboy history, Doomsday. What makes these guys so special to even bring up that name, Doomsday? These guys play with a frenzy. They play with a tenacity. It's like they're playing tag. Who's going to get this quarterback? Who's going to get this running back? Do you dare catch the ball over the middle? These guys playing with a special something else other than skill and talent. They're playing with an intangible. They're playing like they want to dominate that other team thoroughly. Thus, it's bringing up a long-forgotten Dallas Cowboy nickname, Doomsday. Now, this is Dallas Cowboy history. And we chop it up and we talk a lot about the Dallas Cowboy history. For those of you that don't know, Doomsday is probably the most dominant defense in Dallas Cowboy history. You had what you call Doomsday 1 and Doomsday 2. Doomsday 1 was headlined by Bob Lilly. You had Chuck Howley. You had Jethro Pugh. You had Mel Renfro. Doomsday 2 was headlined by Randy White, Harvey Martin, Too Tall Jones, Hollywood Henderson. And they were dominant. The Dallas Cowboys have always kind of had this glamour label put on them. And with that, people always assume that they're finesse. Well, their Super Bowl championship teams, all of them, they'll put something on your ass. You better believe it. Those teams in the early 90s will put something on you too. Now, they weren't nicknamed Doomsday. But you better believe up front with Charles Haley and Tony Tolbert and Leon Lett and Chad Henne, Darren Smith, Ken Norton Jr., Darren Woodson in the back end, Brock Marion. Those guys will put something on your ass. You better believe it. You don't win Super Bowls without defense. So, thus the name Doomsday being brought up by a lot of the older Cowboy fans in particular that remember Doomsday. Not hot boys. Come on, man, we're not ready to party. Doomsday, ready to put something on you. Make you feel it. Go look at those Super Bowl 12 highlights of the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. And look and see what the Cowboys did to the Broncos. Go back the rest of that season and see what the Cowboys did to those teams. Doomsday. They want a bunch of pretty boys. And I think that's why that name is being brought up, because these guys aren't playing like pretty boys. These boys right here, this group of Dallas football team, this defense, they're not playing like hot boys. They're playing like Doomsday. They're playing like quarterbacks. You don't want to come play in this game. Lord forbid if you get behind. That's what they're playing like. So that name Doomsday is being brought back up. And that's the nickname that people don't talk about with the Dallas Cowboys. But I put Doomsday defense up against the Pittsburgh Steel Curtain any day. With their precision, with their tenacity. And these guys seem to have that. And the crazy thing is they're going to get better. They're going to get better. Boss Man Fat is coming. And I'm telling you, that young man can play some ball. Jabril Cox is coming next year. We have some young players that's going to develop and get better. We got ourselves a good 2 or 3 year run with this defense, I believe. And the way Will McClay is drafting, we might have longer than that because I got to feel he's going to draft some studs next year. Right now, I come to expect us to draft good players. It's expected now. So yeah, that name Doomsday, it fits. Let's bring it back. Right? Let's bring back Doomsday. Because your nickname should have a nickname that strokes fear in opposing quarterbacks and running backs and receivers going over the middle. Hot Boys is not going to get it. Doomsday. Now that's putting a label on something. It's telling you what it is. You're about to meet your doom. Not Hot Boys. We're not trying to dance over you. We're not trying to prance over you. We're trying to run through you. Doomsday, baby. And trust me, if these boys play anything like Doomsday, we're going to get a ring. Going to get 2. So I'm with it. I'm with that name Doomsday. It's our nickname. Why not bring it back? These young players should learn a little bit about Doomsday. They should learn about the history. Give them even more pride. And I think that's something that will fit Micah Parsons. Because he seemed like someone that will embrace that. So yes, the nickname Doomsday should be brought back again. And if these boys keep playing like they're playing, it looks like they're putting fear into these quarterbacks, then let's bring it back. Let's replay it. Let's do it again. Doomsday. Peace.